Hello everyone, Surat here, and yes, it is now time for a Let's Play of Mega Man 6. Before we start, I actually want you to just look at the names here. And this one doesn't have the same hamstring that most of the others do, that these robots had to be useful for humanity in some way. In fact, this was just a tournament. I don't know what they were fighting, or I don't even know if they were fighting. Maybe they're just having a bake-off. Who knows? But it was a tournament of some type, and then Dr. X here, as in totally not Dr. Wily, took over the robots and started wreaking havoc. That's what happens. So anyway, we have ourselves the standard 8 bosses to choose from. We're gonna go with Flame Man first. Plant Man would also be a choice we could conceivably do fairly well in, but Flame Man's stage, if I'm not completely mistaken, is just a little easier to get through than Plant Man's. Also, there is an E-Tank there, so after this recording is done, I will probably be farming that sucker. And then continuing to farm it every time I finish out a stage where I use the things. So this is Mega Man. He's still got his charge shot, and if you look up, he's got absolutely nothing else. He's got 4 letters down there to spell out something. We don't know what those are yet. We can probably guess, but you know. You can charge it up. You can charge it up a little. You can charge it up a lot. And we got standard Mets here. Generally easy to deal with still, even though I don't think that jump is possible. And notice we are in Flame Man stage. This is oil. If fire hits it, and I do mean fire because we're gonna have a lot of flame lobbed at us, that stuff catches on fire and becomes essentially spikes. See, like that. We have those that will be flying overhead a lot. So obviously you don't want that to happen, but it's almost impossible to prevent it sometimes. Shot too many times in mid-tension. These things, you can't just shoot the normal way, but you can hit them with the fully charged blaster bolt and flip them over. If they hit the ground, they explode, but if they don't, they become a platform, which is what we need. Because notice we are crossing oil here. Which easily becomes fire, as you've just seen there. This is actually the easy part of the stage, as you may have guessed. Pop that one. Now if I enter the boss fight with less than optimal health, I will probably sacrifice a life. And that's also a precarious one right there, just because, well, you saw what happened. And something about this game that you won't notice, the controls are freaking stiff. sometimes you'll be coming out of a slide or something like that, then the jump button will be disabled for just a split second, which is more than long enough to really screw you over. Especially when you're counting on certain things for the boss fights. I don't even think I can't make that jump, okay. Now, this E-tank down here, it's fun because we're going to get hit a whole lot trying to get a hold of it. Or we just get hit once. I can live with just getting hit once. Unfortunately, I cannot live if I jump down there. Woo, that was close. And now we have the boss fight. If I die here the first time, I do have the E-tank I'm saving for take 2, just in case, unless my first fight's going particularly well. But Flame Man really isn't that difficult, but the fact that you sometimes lose your jump after a slide, and my general ineptitude, may make this fight look a lot harder than it is. But he's going to shoot at you from his cannon, and he's going to lift up rows of flame at you. That was supposed to be a jump, or that was supposed to be a slide, but it ended up being a jump. Whoops. Too close, too close. But that's the base of it. So yeah, if I run into that spot again, I will definitely be using the E-tank. Now that I'm not working with a shortened life bar. That wasn't a particularly good run period, so you know. You may also notice that if all he does is shoot the flame barrier at you, you have a very hard time shooting him back. That was very close. Definitely didn't measure that far out, right? Or that. There we go. Gave myself just enough to not have to use the E-tank that I'm gonna have to farm up after this. But yeah, that's really an easy boss fight. The controls are a little bit stiff, so a few of my jumps don't feel like they get counted. And the slide is harder to pull off than it ever has been before for me. But yeah, now we have the Fire Blast, and we have the Rush Power Adapter. But that is also boss number 1 down. 7 more to go. So anyway, next time I believe Plant Man is on the menu. So until then, take care everyone. See you later.